Why sweet potato is the favorite carb for fitness? Look at any top athlete's plate. Scroll through any serious fitness influencer's feed, and you're going to see it over and over again. The humble sweet potato. It's in their meal prep containers, on their pre-workout plates, and they talk about it like it's some kind of magic bullet. But why? What is it about this simple root vegetable that makes it such a staple for people who are dead serious about building muscle, fueling endurance, and hitting peak performance? Is it all just hype, or is there some real science behind its reputation? Well, today, we're digging in. We're going to break down the actual nutrition science that makes the sweet potato a top-tier fuel source. Then, I'll show you the absolute simplest, most effective ways to make it your own go-to weapon for sustained energy and elite results. This isn't just about another food. It's about understanding your body's engine and giving it the premium fuel it deserves. The problem. Let's be real. The world of carbs is a mess of confusion. One day, you're told to cut carbs completely. The next, you need 2 carb load just to function. You've got simple, complex, refined, whole grain, high glycemic. It's enough to make your head spin. This confusion usually leads to one of 2 things. Either you dodge carbs and feel drained and weak in your workouts, or you reach for the wrong kinds. You know that 3 p.m. energy crash? That feeling of being full and bloated, but not actually energized. Hitting a wall halfway through your workout, where your muscles feel flat and your power just vanishes. More often than not, that's a carb problem. You're either running on an empty tank or you've filled it with cheap fuel that burns up fast and leaves you stranded. A lot of people grab white rice, white bread, or a sugary sports drink for a quick boost. And sure, they give you a jolt, but it's a flash in the pan. That rocket ship spike in blood sugar is always followed by a hard crash. Your energy craters, your focus disappears, and your body starts screaming for more sugar. It's a vicious cycle that messes with your energy, your hormones, and your body's ability to burn fat and build muscle. The real challenge is finding a carb source that delivers powerful, lasting energy without the crash. A fuel that doesn't just power your workout, but also helps you recover and contributes to your health. You need a fuel that burns slow and steady, like a log on a fire, not like a piece of paper that flares up and turns to ash in seconds. And for many of us, the search for that perfect fuel leads to the same place. 1. The energy game changer. Glycemic index and cooking methods. So, what makes the sweet potato such a special kind of fuel? It all comes down to how it's built and its relationship with something called the glycemic index, or GI. But here's the secret almost everyone misses. The way you cook, it changes everything. Carbs are your body's #1 fuel choice, especially for tough workouts. When you eat them, your body breaks them down into glucose, which is your blood sugar. The glycemic index is just a 0 to 100 scale. That tells you how fast a food raises your blood sugar. High GI foods, like cornflakes around 81 or white bread around 75, digest super fast. They flood your system with glucose, causing a huge spike in the hormone insulin. To deal with it all, that huge spike can encourage fat storage and almost always leads to that dreaded energy crash. Now, this is where it gets interesting with the sweet potato. It's a complex carb, meaning its structure is harder for your body to break down. And when you boil it, it has a low GI value, around 46. This is a night 10-day difference. The energy release is slow and controlled. No crazy insulin spike and no crash. This gives you stable, reliable energy that lasts for a long workout. This is the holy grail. Fueling with a boiled sweet potato an hour or 2 beforehand means you'll have that steady trickle of energy to carry you through the entire session. But what happens if you bake or roast it? The GI shoots up to 90 or higher. Nah, this isn't a bad thing. It just means it's a different tool for a different job. A baked sweet potato digests quickly, making it a fantastic fuel source for after your workout. It rapidly refills your muscle glycogen, the fuel you just burned, kicking off the recovery process immediately. So, think of it this way. Boiled sweet potato equals slow burn fuel. Perfect for pre-workout, sustained energy. Baked roasted sweet potato equals fast burn fuel. Perfect for post-workout recovery. Understanding this difference is what separates a good nutrition strategy from a great one. You can use the same food to achieve 2 totally different goals just by changing how you prepare it. 2. The nutrient powerhouse, more than just carbs. If the story ended with energy, the sweet potato would still be a top contender. But the real magic is in its micronutrients. This isn't just a carb source. It's a multivitamin delivered in food form. First, let's talk about the headliner, vitamin A. That bright orange color is a dead giveaway for its massive amount of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, and the amount is insane. A single medium sweet potato can pack over 400% of your daily vitamin A. For anyone who trains hard, this is a huge deal. Vitamin A is critical for a healthy immune system, and intense exercise can temporarily weaken it. Staying healthy means staying consistent in the gym. It is also vital for cell growth and repair, including the muscle tissue you're trying to build, and plays a role in keeping your bones strong. Next up is vitamin C. Oranges get all the fame, but sweet potatoes are a great source, with one medium potato providing about a third of your daily needs. Vitamin C is another immune buster, but its biggest role for an athlete is in building and repairing connective tissue. It's essential for producing collagen, the protein that makes up your tendons and ligaments. Every time you lift, you stress these tissues. Having enough vitamin C is non-negotiable for staying resilient and injury-free. But the mineral content is where it really shines for athletes. Let's talk about electrolytes, specifically potassium and magnesium. When you sweat, you lose these critical minerals, and that can tank your performance. Potassium is an absolute superstar for preventing muscle cramps. It's essential for nerve signals and muscle contractions. A medium sweet potato can actually have more potassium than a banana. Getting enough potassium is crucial for making sure your muscles fire when you want them to. Then you have magnesium, often called the relaxation mineral. It works with potassium to control your muscles, helping them relax after a contraction. While sweet potatoes aren't the absolute richest source, they provide a solid amount that contributes to the hundreds of processes magnesium is involved in, including energy production and protein synthesis. So, you're not just getting carbs, you're getting a full-service performance and recovery package, immune support, tissue, HIPAA, and cramp-fighting electrolytes, all in one food. 3. The recovery fuel, fighting off post-workout damage. Hard training is a deal with your body. You create damage to signal growth, but that damage also brings inflammation and oxidative stress. Managing this is the key to making consistent progress. This is where the sweet potato comes in as a premier recovery tool. Intense exercise creates unstable molecules called free radicals, which can damage your cells. Think of it like rust forming in your body. The antidote, antioxidants. They hunt down and neutralize these free radicals, and sweet potatoes are loaded with them. We already mentioned beta-carotene and vitamin C in the orange varieties, which are antioxidant powerhouses. But if you really want to step up your game, look for purple-fleshed sweet potatoes. That incredible color comes from compounds called anthocyanins, the same powerful anthocyanins found in blueberries. Exciting research shows that these anthocyanins have potent anti-inflammatory effects that can help reduce muscle soreness and damage after a tough workout. By helping to control inflammation, they allow your body to recover and rebuild more efficiently. This is why your post-workout meal is so critical. You need to do two things: refill the gas tank and start the repair process. This makes a baked or roasted sweet potato the perfect post-workout carb. The high GI carbs rush to your muscles to replenish glycogen, while the payload of antioxidants gets to work fighting inflammation and oxidative stress. It's a one-two punch that optimizes the entire recovery cycle. 4. The practical tutorial, making sweet potatoes effortless. Okay, we've covered the science, but knowledge without action is useless. The biggest hurdle to eating healthy is often the prep time. So, I'm going to show you 3 dead simple ways to make sweet potatoes a staple, no excuses. Method 1, the easiest method, the simple bake. This is the ultimate hands-off method for weekly meal prep. Preheat and prep. Get your oven to 400 degrees, Fahrenheit, 200 grados. Scrub your sweet potatoes clean where eating the skin. It has tons of fiber. Pierce. Take a fork and stab the potato 5 to 6 times all over. Seriously, don't skip this unless you want to clean a sweet potato explosion out of your oven. Bake! Place them right on the oven rack. Bake for 45 to 60 minutes. You'll know they're done when a fork slides into the center with zero resistance. Store. Let them cool. Then store them in the fridge for up to 5 days. For a meal, just slice one open, mash the inside, and top with some shredded chicken. ground turkey, or cottage cheese. Add salt, pepper, and cinnamon. Boom! A perfect meal in 2 minutes. Method 2. The quickest method, the microwave steam. For when you're short on time and need a pre-workout meal, like now. Wash and pierce, scrub the potato, and pierce it all over with a fork. Wrap in Wrap it in a damp paper towel. This helps it steam. Microwave on high for 5 minutes. Check it with a fork. If it's not soft, flip it and go for another minute or 2 until it's done. Serve. Let it cool for a minute, it's lava hot. Slice it open, and it's ready. This is my go-to for an emergency pre-workout meal. Method 3. The meal prep staple, roasted cubes. A little more prep, but these are amazing to have on hand. Preheat and chop oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, 220 grados. Wash your sweet potatoes and chop them into 1-inch cubes. Keep the skin on. Try to make the cubes a uniform size so they cook evenly. Season. Toss the cubes in a bowl with a light drizzle of olive oil. Add your seasoning salt, pepper, and garlic powder is a classic. Smoked paprika is also a game. Roast. Spread them on a baking sheet in a single layer. Do not overcrowd the pan. Give them space. If they're too close, they'll steam, not roast. Use 2 pans if you have to. Roast for 25 to 35 minutes, flipping them halfway until they're tender inside and crispy outside. Store. Let them cool. Then portion them out for the week. They are perfect to add to salads, toss into a breakfast hash with eggs, or serve as a side. With these 3 methods, you're covered for every situation. No more excuses. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this breakdown valuable, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people who are serious about their fitness. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so you don't miss our next video. All right, let's wrap this up. So there you have it. The sweet potato's reputation isn't just a fitness trend. It's earned its spot on the plate. First, it's a master of energy management. You now know the secret. Boil it for slow, sustained pre-workout fuel, and bake or roast it for fast post-workout recovery. Second, it's a true nutrient powerhouse, delivering vitamin A for your immune system, vitamin C for your joints, and the electrolyte team of potassium and magnesium to keep your muscles firing correctly. And third, it's an elite recovery fuel. It is loaded with antioxidants like beta-carotene and anthocyanins that help fight the inflammation and cellular damage caused by hard training, energy, nutrients, and recovery. The 3 pillars of progress. The sweet potato supports all of them. Best of all, it's cheap, accessible, and simple to prepare. You have the science. You have the strategy. Now it's time to act. Stop guessing with your nutrition. Start fueling your body with one of the smartest carbs out there. And watch how your performance, recovery, and results begin to change. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your go-to way to prepare sweet potatoes? Are you team simple bake with cinnamon? Or are you all about the savory roasted cubes? Drop your favorite method and seasoning combo in the comments below. I read them all, and you might give the rest of us a great new idea. Thanks for watching. If you learned something today, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We're all about bringing you no-nonsense, science-backed content to help you build a stronger and more powerful you. Now, go fuel your greatness.